Hello everyone and welcome to the Speaks Consultancy and Certification Company Pune. Happy to inform you that the training course of QA/QC in welding is concluded now. Please follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram and Facebook. Happy training!
Hello, friends. I'm Shantanu Kolhatkar from the Speaks Consultancy and Certification Company. We have with us Mr. Satish Keskar, sir, who is having 30 plus years of experience in welding processes. He is an international welding technologist. Welcome, Mr. Keskar, sir, for this program.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Then youngsters can also definitely try for international welding engineer or international welding technologist or international welding specialist courses which are offered by International Welding Institute and hosted by a local member organization available in India. For example, Indian Institute of Welding, which is headquarters in Kolkata. Apart from that, as I said earlier, AWS Certified Welding Inspector, AWS Certified Senior Welding Inspector, SWISWIP. There are 2 or 3 levels available in this inspector's course. So there are many opportunities for youngsters to build their career in the field of welding.
Okay, thank you. So, you would suggest or you would guide or you would advise the young generation which is coming out of colleges like mechanical engineering or maybe to take this path of welding engineers?
Yeah, definitely they can do that, but they need to also check what is the preliminary requirement for appearing any course, whether they need some sort of 6 months or 1 year experience before they appear for the such courses.
Do they have any any career prospect in defense sector or in aeroplane industry, with
Aerospace.
aeroplane manufacturing
Yeah.
industry, would say?
Yeah. See, welding is being used from household items to defense items or nuclear items. So welding is having large variety of application. You name it, and you will find that welding is being used either in a simplest form or as a very large scale. The welded assembly may be simple one, for example, our grills and windows in the house, or it can be a missile, or it can be a nuclear plant where this welding is being used. So there are a lot of opportunities for a youngster to become, welder, welding operator, welding supervisors, welding inspectors, welding engineers, welding technologists. So there are many ways.
So there is a vast opportunity and vast possibilities, right? Now,
Yes.
as you said, we are now conducting one of our program like QA/QC in welding. Tomorrow on 20th August, we'll be having a course. So thank you for letting us do that course with you. So can you just tell us something about that course? I mean, how is that benefiting people, and why should one do that course?
Actually, out of my own more than 30 years experience, what I find that youngsters or even some experienced people do not have enough exposure in the working knowledge about the welding. I am not saying that they should know very high-fi knowledge or similar that they are going for any doctorate or something like that. But whenever they are working in industry, they should know some basic knowledge about welding, how to guide welders and helpers while during the welding, So all these things required working knowledge of welding. So in this course, I designed some of the topics, that some of the basic understanding about welding processes like GMAW and GTAW. Then also I covered why welding imperfections are appearing, what are the different remedies for welding imperfection, what are the different welding positions, welding joints, some of the overview of the welding symbol. I also touch about the necessity of ISO 3834 implementation, in particularly in fabrication industry. In the second half of this program, I will be talking about how to make a WPS, how to qualify a WPS, how to certify welder and welding operators, and then it will be followed by question and answer session.
Great, thank you. It's a quite action-packed program, and I am sure that the trainees will also get exhausted by the vast subject line you are covering. So, in your opinion, do you feel that this entire subject will get fit into 8 hours, or are there any possibilities are of doing a certain program, customized program for 2 3 days? Spanning with including the practicals and all.
Yeah, that is also possible. This particularly one-day program is a compact version, uh, keeping the view of lowering the cost. Okay. I am also offering 2 days and 3 days exhaustive courses on this welding QAQC, in which I also offering customized training in line with ASME Section 9, AWSD 1.1, Aerospace Standard AWSD 17.1, Steel Bridge Standard AWSD 1.5, and so on. So the customization can be always done according to the need.
Right. In your earlier conversation, you mentioned about ISO 3834. Can you just tell us about what exactly is? We have heard ISO 9001, people have heard 14,001, 45,001, and so on and so forth. But what exactly is this ISO 3834? Can you just tell us something about it?
Actually, ISO 3834 is not a new concept. Maybe we are listening recently, but it started in 1990.
How is it?
Huh. The purpose of starting this standard is that all these earlier days, welding was looked in a limited way. In the sense, industries were preparing WPS, they are qualifying WPS, they are certifying welders and keeping everything in good condition in files. Apart from that, nothing was being done in the fabrication industry. So ISO 3834, introduced in order to have a better control on the welding process, so that it can lead into minimizing the wastages, minimizing the customer complaints related to welding, and some sort of welding coordination, and some sort of proactive people will be there in the organization, who are the welding coordinators, welders, and welding operators. So if you see the benefit of ISO 3834, it is very big way now it is coming. Many organizations in the bidding stage, it is checking that whether you are having ISO 3834 certification in the place or not, and then only you will get inquiries. So basically, as you said, ISO 9001 is a QMS, quality management system standard, and ISO 3834 is a welding quality management system standard.
Okay.
In short.
Okay. I was about to ask you that what would be the relation between ISO 9001 and 3834?
Actually, let me
Similarities, you
tell
can
you.
say.
Yeah, let me tell you very clearly about this. ISO 3834 is not a replacement of ISO 9001. ISO 9001 is there at a foundation level. If you are implementing ISO 9001 in a correct way, then you can add ISO 3834 as a additional tool to strengthen your welding processes. It is also possible to go for ISO 3834 without having ISO 9001, but it is always desirable to have ISO 9001 in place, then go for ISO 3834 certification.
Right. Thank you. So, coming back to our QA/QC training program, which we are having tomorrow in Pune, we are also planning to have similar courses with you for ISO 3834. On ISO 3834, basically 1 day, I would say, compact crash program which will give an insight to the people who are trying to get into ISO 3834 certification, and it will be beneficial for the people who are actually working as a welding engineer in any organization. So I just like to ask you one more question about ISO 3834. According to you, roughly how much time span will it require if somebody wants an ISO certification of 3834?
Well, it's lot of activities has to be carried out, like to prepare a quality manual, add some of the SOPs, work instruction, formats, and all these things. We have to qualify welding procedures according to ISO standards. We have to certify welders and welding operator according to ISO standards. So, according to my experience, minimum 3 months time is required. It may go extend further also, depending on the complexity of the job. If they are having more WPS and more welders to be qualified, then that time span may be also increasing. Apart from that, if any manufacturer is subcontracting welding activities out of their premises, so there should be a control required at a subcontractor's place also when welding is being subcontracted. So overall, the time minimum 3 months time is required. Maybe it will go up to 6 months.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Keskar sir, for your time. For the viewers who are watching this on YouTube, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, as well as LinkedIn. You can follow Mr. Keskar. The credential of Mr. Keskar is on our wall as well as on his LinkedIn profile. It is my privilege, it is the privilege of the Speaks Consultancy and Certification Company to have such a stalwart with us, imparting their knowledge for the benefit of the new generation. Please take a note that Mr. Keskar will be delivering such courses in September, October, as well as November. Our calendar is already published, and on public demand, we can also have certain courses which will prop up maybe at the last moment if people want. And thank you all for joining us today. Thank you, Mr. Keskar sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.